नायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
जय हिंद। कृपया स्थान ग्रहण करें। हमारे बीच मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में विराजमान हैं माननीय न्यायमूर्ति ताशी रब्स्तान जी, पूर्व मुख्य न्यायाधीश जम्मू कश्मीर एवं लद्दाख उच्च न्यायालय। आदरणीय महोदय का व्यक्तित्व न्याय, निष्ठा और निष्पक्षता का जीवंत उदाहरण है। आपने अपने निर्णयों और मूल्यों से न्यायपालिका की गरिमा को नई ऊंचाइयों तक पहुंचाया है। आपके सानिध्य से ये आयोजन गौरवान्वित हुआ है। आपको सादर नमन एवं हार्दिक वंदन, अभिनंदन। इन्हीं के साथ ही माननीय कुलपति महोदय प्रोफेसर उमेश राय सर, जम्मू विश्वविद्यालय, आपके दूरदर्शी नेतृत्व, शैक्षणिक प्रतिबद्धता एवं नवाचारमूलक दृष्टि को सादर प्रणाम, आपका हार्दिक अभिनंदन। प्रोफेसर परीक्षित सिंह मनहास जी, निदेशक कंसोर्टियम फॉर एजुकेशनल कम्युनिकेशन, शिक्षा एवं संचार के क्षेत्र में आपके प्रेरक योगदान को नमन, आपका भी सादर वंदन। मंच पर उपस्थित महोदया प्रोफेसर नीलू रोहमेत्रा जी, डीन रिसर्च ऑफ स्टडीज़, जम्मू विश्वविद्यालय, आपकी गरिमामयी उपस्थिति इस समारोह की शोभा को और अधिक प्रतिष्ठित बना रही है, आपका भी हृदय से अभिनंदन। डॉक्टर सुनील मेहरू जी, जॉइंट डायरेक्टर सॉफ्टवेयर कंसोर्टियम फॉर एजुकेशनल कम्युनिकेशन, तकनीकी उत्कृष्टता एवं नवाचार के प्रति आपकी प्रतिबद्धता प्रशंसनीय है, आपका भी अभिनंदन। सभागार में उपस्थित पद्मश्री SP वर्मा जी, रजिस्ट्रार, अग्र पंक्ति में बैठे माननीय डीन्स, निदेशकगण, विभागाध्यक्षगण, वरिष्ठ प्राध्यापकगण, विद्वान, फिल्म डायरेक्टर्स, प्रोड्यूसर्स, मीडिया प्रतिनिधिगण, CEC के ऑफिशियल मेंबर्स तथा उत्साही शोधार्थी, विद्यार्थी एवं साथियों, आप सभी को भी मेरा सादर नमन एवं वंदन। मैं विनम्रता पूर्वक मंच आसीन सभी माननीय अतिथियों से निवेदन करती हूँ कि वे दीप प्रज्वलन हेतु पधारें। भारतीय संस्कृति में दीप केवल प्रकाश नहीं, वह चेतना है, वह संस्कृति है, वह आलोक है जो अंधकार को चुनौती देता है। जैसे दीप की एक लौ अंधकार को पराजित करती है, वैसे ही ज्ञान की एक किरण समाज में परिवर्तन ला सकती है। यह ज्योति केवल इस मंच को आलोकित नहीं कर रही, यह उस विजन को प्रकाशित कर रही है जिसके माध्यम से ये महोत्सव पर्यावरणीय चेतना, मानव अधिकारों की समझ और सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्व की भावना को जन जन तक पहुंचाता है। अब हम स्वागत सम्मान की इस गरिमामयी परंपरा की ओर आगे बढ़ते हुए मैं सादर निवेदन करती हूँ माननीय कुलपति प्रोफेसर उमेश राय सर से कि वह आज के आयोजन के न्यायमूर्ति ताशी रब्स्तान जी को पुष्पगुच्छ भेंट करें। ये पुष्प केवल सम्मान नहीं, आपकी कृतज्ञता की सुगंध है। मेरा निवेदन निदेशक CEC प्रोफेसर परीक्षित सिंह मनहास जी से है कि वह कुलपति प्रोफेसर उमेश राय सर को सादर पुष्पगुच्छ भेंट कर उनका सम्मान करें। मैं आदरणीय प्रोफेसर नीलू रोहमेत्रा मैम जी से भी निवेदन करती हूँ कि वे प्रोफेसर परीक्षित सिंह मनहास जी को स्नेह सुमन भेंट कर उनका भी अभिनंदन करें।
I am proud of my students.
मेरा निवेदन डॉक्टर सुनील मेहरू जी से है कि वह डीन रिसर्च स्टडीज प्रोफेसर नीलू रोहमेत्रा जी को सम्मान स्वरूप पुष्प गुच्छ प्रदान करें। नेतृत्व केवल पद नहीं बल्कि प्रेरणा का प्रकाश है। आपका मार्गदर्शन हम सब के लिए दिशा और विश्वास का आधार है। अंत में मैं डॉक्टर नीरज शर्मा जी, रजिस्ट्रार जम्मू विश्वविद्यालय से निवेदन करती हूँ कि श्री सुनील मेहरू जी को पुष्पगुच्छ भेंट कर उन्हें सम्मानित करें। सम्मान उन व्यक्तित्वों को नहीं, उनके योगदान को समर्पित है। आपकी कर्मनिष्ठा और समर्पण हम सब के लिए प्रेरणा स्रोत है। धन्यवाद। आज हम सभी एक ऐसे महोत्सव का हिस्सा बनने जा रहे हैं जो केवल फिल्मों का प्रदर्शन नहीं बल्कि विचारों, संवेदनाओं और सामाजिक चेतना का उत्सव है। एनवायरनमेंट, डेवलपमेंट, ह्यूमन राइट्स और स्वच्छ भारत जैसे विषयों पर आधारित ये मंच युवा पीढ़ी को संवेदनशील, जागरूक और उत्तरदायी नागरिक बनने की प्रेरणा देता है। इन विषयों पर आधारित ये मंच हमें सतत भारत 2047 के संकल्प की याद दिलाता है और युवा पीढ़ी को जिम्मेदार नागरिक बनने की प्रेरणा देता है। ये आयोजन न केवल विश्वविद्यालय के लिए बल्कि केंद्र शासित प्रदेश जम्मू व कश्मीर और राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर स्वर्णिम पृष्ठों में अंकित होने वाला एक ऐतिहासिक पड़ाव है। अगले पड़ाव की ओर बढ़ते हुए मैं आदरपूर्वक आमंत्रित करती हूँ आदरणीय श्री सुनील मेहरू जी को, ज्वाइंट डायरेक्टर सॉफ्टवेयर, कि वह अपने स्वागत उद्बोधन और महोत्सव का परिचय प्रस्तुत करें। स्वागत सर।
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, Chief Guest, Justice Tashi, Rabstan sir, Honorable Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court, former Chief Justice, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Professor Umesh sir, and Director CEC, most beloved and most dynamic Director of CEC, Professor Parikshat Singh ji, Manhas sir, Neelu ma'am, Dean Research, Namaskar ma'am, esteemed representatives of Consortium for Educational Communication, respected faculty and students of the University of Jammu, members of the jury, acclaimed filmmakers, media center directors, media professionals, Farooq sir and team Jammu University, and dear participants, good morning and a heartfelt welcome to all of you to the grand finale of 17th Prakriti International Documentary Film Festival. Today's occasion is not merely the inauguration of a festival. It's a celebration of ideas, creativity, and social responsibility. The journey of Prakriti, envisioned and nurtured by the Consortium for Educational Communication, reflects a sustained commitment to meaningful media engagement. This edition is being hosted at the University of Jammu, makes the moment even more special, as it brings together academia and creative expression on a common platform. CEC, as an inter-university center of University Grants Commission on Electronic Media, has consistently demonstrated visionary leadership of our beloved director, Professor Parikshat Singh Manhas, by harnessing information and communication technology to democratize higher education. Its mission to develop and disseminate quality educational content through both online and offline platforms has expanded access to learning across geographical and socio-economic boundaries. CEC annually organizes the Prakriti International Documentary Film Festival to encourage filmmakers, film enthusiasts, and to make the youth aware of issues like environment, development, human rights, and Swachh Bharat. The first Prakriti Film Festival was organized in 1997. Since then, it is planned as an annual media event that congregates filmmakers, students, academics, administrators, development workers, and media to come together and appreciate the artistic genre of documentary filmmaking. Prakriti Film is a move towards a broad alliance, people working on the educational aspects of equity, ethics, ecology, and hygiene. Each edition features a curated section of documentaries chosen by a distinguished panel of jurors. Filmmakers, producers, or their representatives are invited to participate in interaction with audience, facilitating meaningful discussions on the issues explored in their films. This year, the grand finale of CEC Prakriti Festival is being organized at the University of Jammu. During 2 days, 8 films will be screened to sensitize the students and the stakeholders. CEC received total 72 entries for this edition, and out of 72 entries, CEC only selected 8 best films to be showcased in University of Jammu. It is worth mentioning also that we have received entries from Southeast Asian region, and this time we also received entries from Myanmar and Bangladesh. Each of these awardees will receive a cash prize of rupees 50,000 along with a trophy and screening certificate. I also extend appreciation to the filmmakers whose work have been recommended for screening for their dedication to socially relevant storytelling. The introduction of a competitive format since 2018 and the inclusion of a Swachh Bharat category demonstrate how Prakriti continues to evolve in response to contemporary national and global concerns. The festival has expanded its canvas beyond India to the Southeast Asian region, reinforcing the vision of fostering dialogue across borders on issues of equity, ethics, ecology, and hygiene. On the occasion of this grand finale, let us remember that the true success of this festival lies not only in awards and screenings, but in the conversations it sparks, the awareness it builds, and the action it inspires. Many of these films encourage us to be more conscious citizens, more empathetic human beings, and more committed custodians of our planet. I once again express my gratitude to the University of Jammu and especially to Honorable Vice-Chancellor Sir for hosting this important event and for its continued efforts in promoting ICT-enabled education and socially meaningful initiatives. I wish this festival a great success and a lasting impact on all participants. Thank you so much. Namaskar.
धन्यवाद सर। अब मैं निवेदन करती हूँ आदरणीय प्रोफेसर परीक्षित सिंह मनहास जी को, निदेशक CEC, वे अपने विचारों से हमें समृद्ध करें। स्वागत है सर।
A very good morning to Honorable Justice Tashi sir, former Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court. A very good morning to Honorable Vice-Chancellor sir, Professor Umesh ji. A very good morning to my teacher, Dean Research, Professor Neelu Rohmetra ma'am. Good morning to all the directors of various EMRCs present over here, the filmmakers from different parts of the country who are present over here, all the dignitaries, officials of University of Jammu, faculty members, and dear students. It's a matter of indeed a great pride and privilege for me to be present over here today and to present 17th Prakriti International Film Festival before you. I'm deeply honored, humbled, and I bow with gratitude the fact that like these students, one day I was sitting on these chairs and thinking what my future would be, where I would be, and I never thought that I would get to this particular step. I am deeply honored, humbled, and this is because of my alma mater, because of this institution, that whatever I have been able to achieve. I literally had a sleepless night yesterday. I never thought that I could be at this stage, never ever thought in my life, with the type of background I had and the type of character that I had and the type of life that I led. But I'm really very fortunate, blessed, and hats off to all the teachers of this particular institution and this prestigious institution. Kindly give a big round of applause for these teachers. When I joined CEC, I just now told Tashi sir also about it and everybody sitting that I'm not very well versed with Hindi writers and all that, but Honorable Vice-Chancellor sir quoted some couplets from a famous poet, Maithili Sharan Gupt, and the essence was that you have to give back something to your alma mater. आपने अपने institution के लिए कुछ करना है, और this is my first ever activity since joining as director, and I could do it for my institution. Thank you, sir. Thank you for motivating me. His unstinted support and the team that he built up and the coordination being done by Dr. Imran over the days was really crucial in getting this festival over here. Thank you, sir. Thank you to you and to your team. Prakriti, as Dr. Mehru was already talking about, started in 1997. It has been going on in various parts of our country. The last one was at Jodhpur, and we have been hosting it at various places. When I joined, already the jury had decided the movies and there were a lot of things that were being built up. The basic aspect that we keep thinking about, why filmmaking or why documentaries, these are very short documentaries, but why they are needed vis-a-vis education is concerned, vis-a-vis various issues in our country are concerned. So for your information, 4 prime issues that we cover is Swachh Bharat, development, environment, and human rights. And how do we inculcate these issues or the ethos of these particular subjects within our students? So digital media is the best medium to showcase it, because today's youngsters usually don't remain within the four walls of the classrooms, but they usually make use of their palms to read everything, their mobiles and their everything that they have. They try to work on and they try to build up content on the basis of that. So CEC, Consortium for Educational Communications, has always thought of working on innovative aspects. And that is why this is how it emanated long time back. Minded, Consortium for Educational Communication is one of those organizations which has the mandate to collaborate internationally also with internationally acclaimed educational institutions and professors so that the students of a country could grow. Our Honorable Prime Minister has been again and again talking about how we should reach or how should we be a Viksit Bharat by 2047. And I feel digital education is going to be a very, very important step in this regard. And the fact that how we have been moving, how we have been developing vis-a-vis our national education policy is concerned, how its implementation is being built up, CEC is actually going to play even larger, crucial roles in times to come, and it is going to be a very important aspect. It's going to be one of those which is going to help you or help us to integrate education with digitization or integrate digitization with education. Either way, it's going to be a win-win situation for our students. It is going to be a win-win situation for our future budding scientists or researchers or academicians. We all have been hearing about a very important aspect or a very important event which was held a couple of days, that is regarding AI Summit. So artificial intelligence obviously is going to play a huge role in our students' careers, in our youngsters' careers, and how it is going to be developed over a period. And CEC intends to embed all that artificial intelligence is able to or is going to be able to provide to us. We are, as a nodal agency of digital education for higher education, we are willing to collaborate. We are willing to operate in different parts of our country. Obviously, 20 institutions we already have. We are working with them in tandem, but we would like to collaborate with more and more institutions. And for that, we are looking at newer universities, newer INIs, Institutes of National Importance, who we could work up or work out with. And University of Jammu in that regard, जिसे कहते हैं एक पहला पड़ाव है उस step उसकी तरफ. Another very important aspect that we have now is the Viksit Bharat Shiksha Adhishtan Bill, which is going to actually integrate all the various strands of our higher education system into one big organizations. Even a couple of councils, Council of Architecture is going to come its ambit, National Council for Teacher Education is going to come its in ambit, AICT, UGC, everybody is going to come its in ambit. And here INIs like ours are going to be very crucial, how they are going to develop, how they are going to rebuild and rework things. And we per se have been thinking about the fact that how we can take, as we have been hearing about this word also, the orange economy or the creativity aspect into our education. So these filmmakers, these movie makers who are sitting amongst the audience are the ones who are going to build up this orange economy, who have their creativity, and this through their creativity only, we are going to try to teach our students the skill sets that are going to be required for future, that are going to be very, very important for them to take our country to this Viksit Bharat 2047 initiative and work it out. I feel that the filmmakers primarily celebrate the truth. They always show the right things. These documentary film festivals, these educational film festivals, they try to show what is true and what is right for our students. And that is what is going to be showcased over here over a couple of next 2 days. You are going to see a couple of snippets. A very proud aspect, again, मैं इसमें मेरा कोई योगदान नहीं है, but एक बड़ा important चीज़ है कि जम्मू कश्मीर की 2 movies इसमें shortlisted हैं और इसमें awards उनको मिल रहे हैं. That's a very important aspect. So, and as I already told you, with a caveat that it was already selected by the jury by the time I joined. So मेरा कोई योगदान नहीं है, उनका अपना merit है. आज साउथ ईस्ट एशिया से जो भी जितनी भी नॉमिनेशंस आई थी, जितनी भी मूवीज़ आई थी और पूरे देश भर से, उसमें 8 में से 2 जम्मू कश्मीर की ज्यूरी ने सिलेक्ट की है स्क्रीनिंग के लिए. इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ ग्रेट प्राइड and proud for us, and their filmmakers are also over here. You'll have a discussion with them. I will seriously ask students, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. आज 97 से हम कर रहे हैं, तो तकरीबन आप समझ लीजिए 29 years, after 29 years जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में ये टर्न आई है, and I don't know when the next turn would come. So kindly stay back, listen to these movie makers and interact with them. We'll have an on-dais interaction with them. Students are welcome to talk to them and understand and give them ideas what they would like to see in future. And you could be also very good critiques also. There could be problems, there could be not good. Some movies you may expect that, okay, this is not in the right direction, it has to be like this has to have more content in this way. So all the students, I encourage, if there is not enough space in the auditorium, the Honorable Vice-Chancellor has made a provision of at 3 vantage points within our university campus where students can look at these movies, see them, but if you have to interact with the movie makers, come over, talk to them. I once again thank Honorable Vice-Chancellor, University of Jammu, all the faculty members for giving us this opportunity to come to University of Jammu to present these movie or filmmakers in front of you. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
धन्यवाद सर। अब मैं निवेदन करती हूँ माननीय कुलपति प्रोफेसर उमेश राय सर जी को कि वे अपने मार्गदर्शक के प्रेरक विचारों से हमें समृद्ध करें।
At the outset, I express my gratitude to our chief guest on behalf of the University of Jammu and on my own behalf. Honorable former Chief Justice Shri Tashi Rabstan ji, who kindly agreed to grace this occasion and inaugurate 17th Prakriti International Documentary Film Festival. Also, I welcome the Director CEC, Consortium of Education and Communication. It's a sister organization of the University Grants Commission, which is working independently, led by Shri Parikshat Singh Manhas ji. So I welcome Professor Parikshat Singh Manhas ji. I also welcome my colleague Professor Neelu Rohmetra ji, Dean Research Studies and Joint Director Sunil Mehru ji, who is sitting at the dais. In the audience, Padma Shri SP Verma ji, SP Jammu South Shri Ajay Sharma ji, Joint Directors are representatives of the CEC, acclaimed media persons, filmmakers, the Dean, Directors, Rectors, Head of Departments of the University of Jammu, officers, my faculty members and my dear students. यह एक संयोग है, आप परीक्षित जी ने बताया कि he is the alumnus of this university and also he is serving professor in the University of Jammu. His post is in the business studies and also he contributed in development of the School of Hospitality and Tourism tremendously. He is on deputation as a director in CEC. तो साथ में आपको खुशी होगी कि हमारे चीफ जस्टिस, फॉर्मर चीफ जस्टिस श्री ताशी रबस्तान जी इज आल्सो द एलुमनस ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ जम्मू. About the Prakriti 17th International Documentary Film Festival, Joint Director and Director has explained in details, so I will not repeat the same. What I would like to mention that our Honorable Prime Minister, Director Parikshat Singh Manhas ji said that our Prime Minister has envisioned India to Viksit Bharat 2000 by 2047. He has also envisioned Sustainable India by 2047. So विकसित भारत तब तक संभव नहीं है जब तक कि हम इन्वायरमेंट फ्रेंडली डेवलपमेंट की बात न करें, जब तक ह्यूमन राइट्स की बात न करें, जब तक कि उससे एक ऐसे एजुकेशन की परिकल्पना न करें जो क्लासरूम से बाहर निकाल के समाज और राष्ट्र की आवश्यकताओं से जोड़े। ये सारी चीज़ें अगर नहीं होंगी तो विकसित भारत की जो परिकल्पना है वह पूरी नहीं हो पाएगी और उसमें एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रोल प्ले करते हैं। ये सारी चीज़ें फिल्म के माध्यम से दर्शाई जा रही हैं, तो सिर्फ अवेयरनेस के नहीं, अवेयरनेस नीड्स टू बी ट्रांसफॉर्म्ड इनटू एक्शन एंड spectators to stakeholders. So we have to be the stakeholders of this Vikasit Bharat 2047, particularly the younger generation. Friends, I take this opportunity to do some marketing of the University of Jammu, because various representatives from CEC are here. I wish that they could be the ambassador of the University of Jammu for that innovative programs which have been launched in the University of Jammu. And I say with all responsibility and authenticity that the University of Jammu is the only government institutions, academic institutions, which have launched the program in sync with the National Education Policy 2020. First of all, the University of Jammu initiated an undergraduate program that is called Design Your Degree. And in that program, अच्छा तुम लोग बैठे हो इधर. So in that program, the students from any stream, humanities, social sciences, commerce, with any background can seek the admission. And the courses are, first 2 years, the courses are compulsory for all the students. And some of the courses, I do remember, I can share with you. First semester, IT in everyday life. Second course, mathematics without phobia. Third course is understanding the world through data lens. आज हम AI summit की बात कर रहे हैं. Without data, AI is nothing. So University of Jammu is committed to develop a state-of-art data center, and we are going to do that. So third course is understanding the world through data lens. Fourth course is exploring the surroundings, means identify the problem of the JNK using IT, using mathematical ability, using data, creativity and critical thinking. Second semester, coding. Second course is decoding the world through artificial intelligence. और थर्ड ईयर है उस बैच का जो एडमिशन थी 3 years बैक वी स्टार्टेड दैट. सो वी विजुअलाइज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ द AI 3 years बैक. So decoding the world through artificial intelligence, art and science of communication, art and aesthetics of designing. Third semester, future technologies of the world. Then does the world revolve around economics? That also includes the banking and accountancy. Then marvels of the world. Then the fourth semester, some of the courses I don't remember, responsible citizenship through experimentation. प्रवचन से बदलना होता तो भारत बदल गया होता. रोज हम प्रवचन सुनते हैं, बट जब हाथों का प्रयोग करते हैं तो वो अंदर ग्रहण होता है. So responsible citizenship not through lecture, not through pravachan, through experimentation. Then last semester, digital humanities, food as medicine, traditional and modern practices, demystifying human behavior, filmmaking through smartphones. So the courses are like that. Second thing, that हम सब लोग जब पढ़ते थे तो और आज भी जब पढ़ाते हैं तो कोर्स जो करिकुलम बनता है उसमें यूनिट 1, यूनिट 2, यूनिट 3, यूनिट 4 लाइक दैट, इतने क्रेडिट इस यूनिट पे हैं. नो, एक्टिविटी बेस्ड करिकुलम इज मेड. नथिंग लाइक दैट. थ्रू एक्टिविटी यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. से फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक ग्रुप को दिया गया कि जम्मू के स्ट्रीट वेंडर्स की जम्मू की इकोनॉमी में क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन है, तो उनको जीडीपी पढ़ाया नहीं गया. थ्रू दैट प्रोजेक्ट दे लर्नड हाउ टू कैलकुलेट द जीडीपी. Then students are working in group, and group is consisted of humanities, social science, commerce background. So peer learning from each other, and the teacher role is like mentor. So and the humanities students would like to work in the area of microbiology would have the freedom to do so. After 6 months no, it's not of my taste. I would like to work in the commerce or the social science. So by the end of the 4th semester, he or she would be able to recognize his or her passion. And as per passion, then from 5th semester, he or she would decide that मुझे BA की डिग्री लेना है, BCom की लेना है, BSc की लेना है और BTech की लेना है. So this is an unique program, and the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Education in 2023, I think 24, 25, I think 23 or 24, visited Srinagar, and I was asked to make the presentation about the Jammu University. When I started making presentation, Jammu University, 42 departments, these many faculty, they said, we are not interested in that. We are interested to learn about that design or degree program which you have initiated. When I made the presentation, they said 4 minutes are given to you. And after that, the Parliamentary Standing Committee then and there passed a resolution that this is the future of the country, and directed the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and the University Grants Commission to get it integrated with the national curriculum. So, and after that, Ministry of Education sent a letter to the University Grants Commission, and as we know about the University Grants Commission, not to say anything more. वो पेपर वहीं पड़ा. So the point is that this program has been appreciated by the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Education. Second thing, on similar line, I congratulate my faculty of Mathematical Sciences, which have initiated an UG-PG integrated program. And we are going to start the UG-PG integrated program for all the disciplines from the next year. And again, first year, the students would not be admitted in BA, BCom, BSc or BTech. Students would be admitted in an undergraduate program. And first year, the courses would be on IT, mathematical ability, data, coding, artificial intelligence, communication skill, like that, banking and accountancy. तो इस तरह से कोर्सेज उनको किए जाएंगे. सेकेंड ईयर जो कोर्सेज होंगे वो बास्केट ऑफ कोर्सेज होंगे. सो बास्केट ऑफ कोर्सेज फ्रॉम साइंसेज, फ्रॉम बायोलॉजिकल साइंसेज, कॉमर्स, सोशल साइंसेज, आर्ट्स, ह्यूमैनिटीज, लाइक दैट. बच्चे को हर एक बास्केट से अपना जो भी पसंद आता है वो बास्केट से 2 कोर्स लेकर के करेगा. सो वो टेस्ट करेगा कि मेरा पैशन क्या है, मुझे जाना कहाँ है. And from again 5th semester, 3rd and 4th semester from basket, 5th semester BA करना है, BCom करना है, BSc करना है, BTech करना. So each student is going to be empowered with coding, with artificial intelligence, with IT, with data, with mathematical ability, with communication skill, with banking and accountancy. So like that. So these are the programs, and परीक्षित ने जो एप्रिसिएशन अपने टीचर्स के लिए दिया, एज ए वाइस चांसलर आई सल्यूट माय फैकल्टी. The kind of cooperation has been extended to the Vice-Chancellor for bringing the reforms in the University of Jammu. This is unprecedented. In the University of Delhi, we tried to bring the reforms in 2012. And I would like to share with you that National Education Policy 2020, which you see today, if I say that it's a carbon copy of that which was implemented in the University of Delhi under the leadership of Professor Dinesh Singh, right? So there would not be any exaggeration. But because of the opposition from the faculty, we were forced to withdraw that program after running 2 years. So I deeply appreciate the efforts made by the faculty, and they are taking the extra load. They are contributing in their own department, and thereafter they are running these programs never asked for any honorarium, never asked for any leave. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share some of the achievements which have been made in the 3 years. And again, the credit goes to the Dean Research Studies, the credit goes to the faculty. In 2022, the citations of the University of Jammu was 844. And in 2025, the citation went to 10,588. 12 times increase. And in that, a small help was extended by the University of Jammu Dean Research Studies Office, that the R&D grant, the seed grant, and the grant for transdisciplinary research was given to the faculty. Around 34.7 crore rupees has been brought by extramural funding to the universities. To strengthen Indian knowledge system, the University of Jammu has established Gandhian Peace and Conflict Studies and also Sri Aurobindo Gyan Kendra. And through that, we are trying to strengthen our Indian knowledge in various disciplines. Our Utsah Club, chaired by Professor Meenan Sharma ji, it's a cluster of clubs. And clubs, some of them I remember: translation, literature, photography, filmmaking, dance, music, theater, literary activities, social inclusion, science club, heritage club. Some of the clubs I may not have mentioned, please excuse me. So there are 12 clubs, and IT club has been added separately. So these clubs are organizing activities on the theme of Jammuiyat. Jammu region is full with the diversity. Gujar, Bakarwal, Gaddi, Pahadi, Dogra, Punjabi, Sikh, Hindu, Muslim, मीन्स इतनी डाइवर्सिटी शायद आपको कहीं मिले, चाहे वो भाषा के आधार पर हो, चाहे वो कल्चर के आधार पर हो, लेकिन उस डाइवर्सिटी में यूनिटी, उस जमहूरियत, हम बात कश्मीरियत की करते हैं, जरूर करना चाहिए, बट बात जमहूरियत की नहीं हुई, और बात जमहूरियत की भी होनी चाहिए. उसको लेकर के एक सेंटर फॉर रीजनल स्टडीज, कल्चर, डायलेक्ट्स एंड इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस so is going to be established. It's already approved by the University Council, and through that would be a research center in that area, for working in that area. So these clubs are organizing series of activities for the last 2 years on the theme of Jammuiyat, and March महीने में 13th and 14th को जमहूरियत थीम पर साहित्य संस्कृति समागम का आयोजन किया जा रहा है, एंड ऑनरेबल चीफ लेफ्टिनेंट गवर्नर साहब हैज एग्रीड टू इनॉग्रेट दैट. अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ आवर डीन स्टूडेंट्स वेलफेयर सीरीज ऑफ एक्टिविटीज ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं. अभी 27 and 28 को गूंज नाम से, गूंज का अर्थ ये है बेसिकली कि अपने अंदर अपनी अंतरात्मा की आवाज़ को सुनिए और जीवन में उसके अनुसार क्या करना है आगे बढ़िए. सो द डिपार्टमेंट्स विद देयर बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस एंड आल्सो इंटर यूनिवर्सिटी कल्चर एंड स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटीज विल बी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स विच आई वांटेड टू शेयर विथ यू. I wanted to showcase the University of Jammu. Also, in the Jammu Kashmir UT, we are the first one, and I don't know whether the other university has established or not. We have established 91.2 FM Dhwani, first ever community radio station in Jammu and Kashmir UT, which has broadcasted more than 150 programs on sustainability, gender equality, gender equity, local culture, social awareness, so on and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to request the Director CEC that please extend support to the University of Jammu through workshops and other activities for MOOCs and SWAYAM, so that my faculty and students can contribute meaningfully and Jammu University can figure nationally and internationally. Dear students, I am sure that these films will inspire you to understand real-world challenges and motivate you to contribute to the society with knowledge, compassion, and innovation. With these words, I warmly welcome you once again and thank the Director CEC and his team for giving us the opportunity to host this 17th Prakriti International Documentary Film Festival. Thank you all.
धन्यवाद सर। अगली कड़ी में सीईसी की शो रील प्रस्तुत करने जा रहे हैं। मेरा विनम्र निवेदन सीईसी के ऑफिशियल्स जो हैं उनसे है कि वो शो रील जो है आरंभ करें।
From ancient Bharat to modern India, education has always occupied a place of prominence in Indian culture and tradition. Nalanda, Taxila, and Vikramshila, the world-famous centers for learning, were the epitome of such education and attracted students from the remotest corners of the planet. Ancient India has given the world wisdom, yoga, Ayurveda, and classical art forms. Today, the CEC, Consortium for Educational Communication, has stepped forth to build a digital learning environment to emulate the Indian education system, to provide quality-enriched educational resources integrated with human values and culture on digital platforms to the remotest learners. CEC was established in the year 1993 as a pioneer of digital education in the country to address the issues related to higher education. CEC is the national coordinator for SWAYAM MOOCs and 7 SWAYAM Prabha DTH channels to address higher education needs through digital media to take education to the remotest learner. CEC and its 20 educational multimedia research centers, EMRCs, are spread across the length and breadth of the country with more than 500 trained workforce, state-of-the-art equipment and infrastructure. Besides owning the largest digital educational content repository in Asia, CEC has more than 14,000 enrichment videos spread across 74 subjects, approximately 24,000 e-courseware modules, over 19,000 short learning objects, over 8,000 live and recorded lectures, over 650 massive open online courses, and over 2,000 courses have been delivered on the SWAYAM platform for UG and PG courses. Moving towards the National Education Policy 2020, CEC has created e-courseware modules based on the UGC model curriculum, which are CBCS compliant, developed by Pan-India subject experts, and validated and certified through a 2-stage peer review process. It is a complete learning package containing question banks with MCQs and assignments, providing instant assessment of learning outcome. It can be accessed free of cost. CEC has developed approximately 24,000 e-content courseware in 87 undergraduate subjects, covering 4 knowledge streams: art, language and literature, social sciences, natural and applied sciences, and management and other professional courses. CEC's YouTube channel has recorded a footfall of over 5.75 lakh subscribers with more than 4.9 crore video views, equivalent to 555 years of watch time, with top 5 viewing countries across the globe being India, Pakistan, USA, Nepal, and UK. CEC's digital content can be integrated within traditional pedagogy through blended and flipped learning, short learning objects to teach concepts, portable e-content, video on demand through CEC web portal, subject-based content provided locally through LAN, MOOCs, massive open online courses providing knowledge and course credits, DTH channels, free to air across the country. India's National Education Policy NEP 2020 is an ambitious roadmap aimed at realigning the country's education system to meet 21st century needs. The NEP envisions a learner-centered paradigm that prepares individuals for global competitiveness. CEC serves as a key enabler of NEP 2020 by democratizing access to quality education, empowering learners with flexible, affordable and skill-oriented learning pathways, taking a holistic approach to learning, offering content in other Indian languages, and internationalization of education that align with the NEP's focus on lifelong learning and multidisciplinary education based on Indian knowledge systems. Our higher education system has its own share of challenges like low gross enrollment ratio GER of 28.4% in higher education sector, scarcity of faculty, infrastructure and facilities, various socio-economic and geographic barriers, high cost of higher education, learning habits and abilities, lack of opportunities to pursue interests. Here, CEC has the capacity to address these challenges by carrying out online content activities which include designing, development and dissemination of digital educational content, running of e-courses and conducting proctored online examinations through National Testing Agency (NTA). Further, CEC has translated educational content in Hindi and 8 other Indian languages. Various courses have been translated by CEC to increase the accessibility and reach of its online learning resources to the rural populace of India. Moreover, to create ICT-based learning environment in the country, CEC engages its learners through documentaries and educational videos, simplifying complex subjects. They are based on UGC prescribed syllabus, bridge language and cultural barriers, cater to diverse learning styles, foster curiosity and critical thinking, create an interactive educational experience. CEC's Prakriti Documentary and Film Festival has gone international, taking education beyond books through holistic education. The festival creates awareness, sensitizing people about issues like environment, development, human rights and Swachh Bharat. CEC's Educational Film Festival converges students, filmmakers and experts. It awards directors and academicians for excellence in educational videos in 12 different categories. CEC regularly organizes capacity building workshops, national and international seminars, faculty development programs that create opportunities for faculty members to develop and adopt digital pedagogies across a range of subjects, keeping up to date with latest digital tools. CEC also organizes EduTune and EduWrite competitions on the theme of digital education. CEC's Educational Multimedia Research Centers, EMRCs, have garnered prestigious national and international awards for their innovative and high-quality educational content. Their impactful work in enhancing digital education reflects excellence and dedication to advancing knowledge through media. At CEC, we empower people with the power of knowledge.
आज का विशेष कार्य फिल्म स्क्रीनिंग सेशन हमारे इस महोत्सव का हृदय है। अब वह क्षण है जहां विचार दृश्य रूप में साकार होंगे, जहां संवेदनाएं पर्दे पर आकार लेंगी। 72 एंट्रीज में से चयनित 8 श्रेष्ठ डॉक्यूमेंट्री की झलकियां, जो केवल फिल्में नहीं, समाज की आत्मा का प्रतिबिंब है। आइए इस विचार यात्रा में प्रवेश करें और कुछ चुनिंदा फिल्मों के अंशों का आनंद उठाएं।
ঘোড়ামারা মৌজার বর্তমান যা আয়তন এর অর্ধেকেরও কম অবস্থায় চলে এসেছে।
One of the most picturesque islands in the Sundarban Delta.
Ghodamara is another island which is actually losing ground.
Besides the never-ending erosion of the land over the years, Ghodamara Island has seen several furies of nature. For the little ones growing in this island, life seems to be happy-go-lucky. This is not just Ghodamara's story. It is the future knocking on all our doors. The island may sink, but its story will live in souls, in songs, and in silence.
This is a journey into a historic past over an expanse of hilly terrain remotely located, where faces of fascism in the form of Japanese aggression were once consigned. Lidu is also known for its coal trading and the coal fields present nearby. We reached Nampong, the last town in the eastern end of India, situated near Myanmar border. We decided to visit a residential school first to understand the minds of the young ones. The villages around Nampong are not well connected, and therefore the students reside in the school complex. As we returned from the lake of no return, we recalled the motto declared by the billboard at Lakapani. Rejuvenate our lifeline, revitalize our relationship, reach out beyond the borders.
Mother Nature has blessed man with many wonderful plants. Unique among them is the moringa or Moringa oleifera. Nutritional and medicinal properties of this tree were recognized by Indians thousands of years ago. Now the world has accepted moringa as a functional food ingredient for human health promotion. Let us welcome the nature's panacea for lifelong health, the moringa.
I think it is very much easier to grow lavender than traditional crops like some fruits or some vegetables, because the yield is better, potential is better, like the income which you can receive from growing lavender would be much better. If you see that if we'll grow lavender, it doesn't require much of insecticides, it doesn't require much of pesticides. Itself is a insect repellent, pest repellent. So if we even go for cross cultivation, like if we grow apple with lavender, we see very good results in the growth of apple also.
Of late, it has also found use in the development of the natural pesticides or agrochemicals.
So So the areas that are basically fallow and have not been used for any other crop, because any other crop cannot survive there because of the lack of or scarcity of water, this plant can thrive well. The crop that can help to gain the economic benefit of those marginal farmers or small farmers that are just dependent on a little livestock, a little fodder that they can get from their areas. However, if they shift to this aromatic cultivation, their crop can go even to the crop has an export potential, not even domestic use but an export potential. They can use their lands and grow this crop and go for an export market as well.
वृंदावन, ये नाम सुनते ही मन में ख्याल आता है भगवान श्री कृष्ण का, राधा जी का, यहाँ की विश्व प्रसिद्ध होली का। पर एक चीज़ और है इस छोटे से शहर की जिससे हम सब अनजान हैं। यहाँ की विधवाएं।
इनको जैसे समाज में निकाला गया है, परिवार से निकाला गया है, अपने गांव से निकाला गया है, तो ये आकर के वृंदावन बस गई। तो इनको आज ज़रूरत है समाज को जगाने की और बताने की कि भाई ये विधवा है लेकिन अभागिन नहीं है, इनकी भी किस्मत है।
न जाने कितने ही सालों से पूरे देश भर से महिलाएं यहाँ पे आती हैं और फिर यहीं की हो जाती हैं। पर आखिरकार साल 2012 में देश के सुप्रीम कोर्ट की नज़र इन सभी महिलाओं पर पड़ी और इन्हें एनजीओ के माध्यम से एक नई आशा की किरण मिली। यूँ तो इन सभी का जीवन बहुत ही साधारण और बेरंग है, पर कम से कम रंगों के त्योहार होली में नहीं। साल 2014 में हजारों महिलाओं ने कई साल के बाद रंगों को जिया था। ये एक पहल थी उन सभी महिलाओं को एक एहसास दिलाने की कि वो भी हम में से ही एक हैं।
എൻ്റെ പേര് പ്രിൻസ്. എൻ്റെ പേര് വിനീത്. എൻ്റെ പേര് ടിനു. ഞാൻ ട്രിവാൻഡ്രത്തുള്ളതാണ്. ഇവിടെ അഞ്ചുതെങ്ങിലാണ്. ഇവിടെ നാട്ടിൽ കുറേ കടവും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. യൂറോപ്യൻ കൺട്രി ഏത് രാജ്യത്തോട്ട് പോകാനായിട്ടൊരു ആഗ്രഹത്തിലായിരുന്നു. അങ്ങനെ ഞങ്ങളിങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഏജൻറ്റിനെ കണ്ട് പുള്ളി ഇങ്ങനെ ഓരോ കൺട്രീസിലെ കാര്യം പറഞ്ഞു.
അത് സ്റ്റാർട്ടിങ് അവിടെ പോയി മോസ്കോ ഇറങ്ങി, പിന്നെ അവിടെ നിന്ന് തന്നെ അവരൊന്ന് വിളിച്ചിട്ട് പോയി, പിന്നെ റൂമിൽ കൊണ്ട് സ്റ്റേ ചെയ്തായിരുന്നു ഞങ്ങൾ. എന്നിട്ട് അവിടെ നിന്ന് തന്നെ പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾ 3 നേരം പാക്ക് ചെയ്ത് വേറൊരു സ്ഥലത്തോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോയി. പിന്നെ അവിടെ കൊണ്ടുപോയി പിന്നെ
അവിടെ ചെന്നിട്ടാണ് പെട്ടെന്നുള്ളത് അറിഞ്ഞത്. പിന്നെ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒന്നും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റാത്ത അവസ്ഥയായി. ബോർഡറിലായപ്പോഴത്തേക്ക് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇൻ്റർനെറ്റ് ഇല്ല, ഫോണില്ല, പാസ്പോർട്ടില്ല, ഒന്നുമില്ല.
എത്രയും പെട്ടെന്ന് എൻ്റെ മക്കളെ നാട്ടിക്കൊണ്ട് സുരക്ഷിതമായിക്കൊണ്ട് എന്നെ എത്തിച്ചേർന്നു.
അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഒരു തമിഴനായിരുന്നു എനിക്ക് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തത്. എന്നിട്ട് എംബസി പോയി. ഫസ്റ്റ് അവർ പറഞ്ഞ് ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യത്തില്ലെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അവസാനം സഖ്യം കൂട്ടി അവർ തന്നെ ഒരു ലീവ് അനുവദിച്ച് നേരെ നാട്ടിലുണ്ട്.
Everybody is affected by malaria.
हम बकरवाल है, हम बकरी पालते हैं, हम बकरियां लेकर जाते हैं। जहाँ पे बारिश लग जाती है हम ऐसे ही चलते रहते हैं। हमारा सामान जो वो गीला हो जाता है, हम रास्ते में हमें डेरा लगाने की जगह नहीं मिलती है। फिर वहाँ से आते हैं इधर, फिर रास्ते फिर इधर पहुँचते हैं, फिर इधर से ऊपर चले जाते हैं। वहाँ पे ऐसी पढ़ाई होती नहीं है, इधर से रास्ते चलते हैं और वहाँ पे कहाँ पढ़ते हैं। यहाँ पे लोगों को बीमार हो जाते हैं, कुछ हो जाते हैं, डॉक्टर की ज़रूरत होती है। अगर डॉक्टर नहीं हो तो मैं डॉक्टर बनना चाहती हूँ, उनको कोशिश करना चाहती हूँ, दवाई देती हूँ। यहाँ
आप लोग जिंदगी कैसे गुजारते हैं? हम
ऐसे ही गुजारते हैं कि पैदल जम्मू जाते हैं और जम्मू से यहाँ आते हैं, इधर से उधर चलते हैं, ऐसे ही जिंदगी हमारी हो जाती।
ओ डॉक्टर देख दानी दूरबीन लाग।
Suman moved to Pune in 1987 with her young children.
In order to support them, she became a waste picker. In 1993, Suman joined a trade union of informal waste pickers. In 2007, KKPKP and Pune Municipal Corporation or PMC joined hands to form Swachh. The waste workers visit 9.65 lakh households a day, including 1.8 lakh slum properties to collect and segregate the waste. The Swachh cooperative handles 1,500 tons of waste a day, out of which 200 tons are recycled. The waste pickers saved the city more than 110 crores in labor, transportation and processing costs.
बहुत ही सुंदर। इन फिल्मों ने केवल कथाएं नहीं सुनाई, इन्होंने प्रश्न उठाए। इन दृश्यों ने केवल चित्र नहीं दिखाए, इन्होंने हमारी चेतना जगाई। यही है इन डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज़ की शक्ति, जो समाज का दर्पण भी है और दिशा भी। अब बढ़ते हैं अगली कड़ी की ओर, स्मृति चिन्ह एवं शाल भेंट समारोह। मैं सादर निवेदन करती हूँ माननीय कुलपति प्रोफेसर उमेश राय सर से कि वह आज के मुख्य अतिथि माननीय न्यायमूर्ति ताशी रफ्तान जी को स्मृति चिन्ह प्रदान करें तथा उन्हें शॉल ओढ़ाकर सम्मानित करें। ये शॉल हमारे स्नेह, सम्मान और कृतज्ञता की ऊष्मा का प्रतीक है। ये स्मृति चिन्ह केवल प्रतीक नहीं, इस ऐतिहासिक क्षण की अमिट स्मृति। मेरा निवेदन निदेशक CEC प्रोफेसर परीक्षित सिंह मनहास जी से कि वे कुलपति महोदय प्रोफेसर उमेश राय सर को सम्मान स्वरूप स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट करें तथा शॉल ओढ़ाकर आदर भाव प्रकट करें। ये सम्मान हमारे आदर और आत्मीयता का स्थायी प्रतीक है, जो आपके नेतृत्व और मार्गदर्शन के प्रति हमारी कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करता है। मैं आदरणीय प्रोफेसर नीलू रोहमेत्रा मैम से अनुरोध करती हूँ कि वे प्रोफेसर परीक्षित सिंह मनहास जी को स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट करें और शॉल प्रदान कर उनका अभिनंदन करें। ये सम्मान उस दूरदर्शिता और समर्पण को है जिसने इस आयोजन को नई ऊंचाइयां प्रदान की हैं। अब मैं आदरणीय श्री सुनील मेहरू जी, जॉइंट डायरेक्टर CEC, निवेदन करती हूँ कि वे प्रोफेसर नीलू रोहमेत्रा जी को स्मृति चिन्ह प्रदान करें और शॉल ओढ़ाकर उन्हें सम्मानित करें। ये स्मृति चिन्ह उस नेतृत्व के प्रति हमारी कृतज्ञता का भाव है जिसने इस आयोजन को सार्थक दिशा दी। अंत में मैं डॉक्टर नीरज शर्मा जी, रजिस्ट्रार यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ जम्मू से भी निवेदन करती हूँ कि वे डॉक्टर सुनील मेहरू जी को स्मृति चिन्ह भेंट करें और शॉल भेंट कर इस क्षण को यादगार बनाएं। ये स्मृति चिन्ह हमारे सादर सम्मान और गहन कृतज्ञता का प्रतीक है, जो आपके अमूल्य योगदान, प्रेरणा और साथ के लिए दिया जा रहा है। धन्यवाद। कृपया सभी अतिथिगण स्थान ग्रहण करें। अब वह अमूल्य क्षण जब न्याय, अनुभव और दूरदर्शिता के स्वर हमें दिशा देंगे। मैं अत्यंत आदर के साथ निवेदन करती हूँ माननीय न्यायमूर्ति ताशी रफ्तान जी को, पूर्व मुख्य न्यायाधीश जम्मू कश्मीर एवं लद्दाख उच्च न्यायालय, कि वे अपने विचारों से हमें अनुग्रहित करें। स्वागत है सर।
Respected Professor Umesh Rai, Vice-Chancellor, Professor Parikshat Singh Manhas, Director CEC, Professor Neelu Malhotra, Dean Research Studies, University of Jammu, Sunil Mehru, Joint Director CEC, distinguished representatives of the Consortium for the Education educational communication esteemed members of the academic community, filmmakers, students, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all. It is indeed a matter of great honor and privilege for me to be present today at this inauguration of 17th Prakriti International Documentary Film Festival here at Jammu University. I thank the organizers for inviting me to share these meaningful moments that celebrates not only cinema but also awareness, responsibilities, and collective conscience. At the very outset, I wish to compliment the University of Jammu and the Consortium for the Educational Communication for organizing for this remarkable festival, which has grown over the years into an important intellectual and cultural platform. By bringing together filmmakers, educators, students, and citizens, the Prakriti Film Festival continues to demonstrate how creative expression can serve as a powerful instrument of social reflections and transformation. Documentary cinema occupies a unique and significant place in our cultural and intellectual landscape. Unlike conventional storytelling, documentaries engage directly with ground realities. They capture voices that may otherwise remain unheard. They illuminate truths that may remain unseen, and they compel us to confront questions that society often postpones. In doing so, documentary films become not merely artistic creations but instruments of awareness, empathy, and social responsibility. The central themes for this festival, environment, development, human rights, and Swachh Bharat, are not isolated concerns. They are deeply interconnected dimension of human progress. Environmental sustainability shapes our future. Equitable development determines social stability. Protections of human rights defines the moral strength of a nation, and cleanliness and public health reflect our civic discipline and dignity. When cinema engages with these themes, it does more than inform, it inspires thoughts, dialogue, and action. I am particularly pleased to note that the Prakriti Film Festival has evolved into an international platform with participation extending beyond India to neighboring regions. This reflects the universal nature of the challenge we face today. Environmental degradation, social inequality, and questions of human dignity do not recognize geographically boundaries. They require shared understanding and collective solution. Cultural and intellectual exchange, such as this festival, help build that shared awareness. Another noteworthy feature of this festival is its strong educational dimension. The Consortium for the Educational Communications, through its mandate of expanding access to knowledge and promoting learning through media, has played a revolutionary role in integrating technology, creativity, and education. When young minds engage with documentary films, they do not merely watch, they question, reflect, and learn. They develop sensitivity towards society and a deeper appreciation of reality. Such learning is not confined to classrooms, it shapes character and citizenship. I am also delighted to learn that this year's festival showcased selected films chosen through a rigorous evaluation process by eminent jury members. Each of these films represent dedication, research, and creative courage. Behind every documentary lies a commitment to truth and a willingness to engage with complex realities. I congratulate all filmmakers whose works are being screened and especially those whose films have been recognized with awards. Your work contributes to public awareness and strengthens the culture meaningful dialogue. Equally important is the participation of students and young audience. The future of any society depends on how effectively it nurtures informed and responsible citizens. When young people engage with issues such as environment, preservation, social justice, and human dignity through the medium of art, they develop both awareness and compassion. These qualities are indispensable for building a balanced and human society. In today's world, where information travels rapidly but understanding often remains shallow, platforms like this festival are particularly valuable. They slow us down, invite reflections, and remind us that progress must be guided by ethics, empathy, and sustainability. They encourage us to listen to communities, to nature, and to one another. I also wish to commend the University of Jammu, headed by Professor Umesh, for hosting the grand finale of this distinguished festival. Universities are not merely center of academic instructions, they are spaces where ideas are examined, values are shaped, and society's future is envisioned. By hosting an event of such intellectual and cultural significance, the university continues to uphold its role as a vibrant center of learning and public engagement. As we inaugurate this festival, let us remember that awareness must lead to action and knowledge must lead to responsibility. The stories we witness here should not with the screening, they should continue as conversations, commitments, and collective efforts towards the better society. I am confident that over these next 2 days, the festival will provide meaningful insights, stimulating discussions, and inspiring experiences for all participants. May it depend on understanding, strengthen our sense of responsibility, and encourage each one of us to contribute positively to society. With these words, I extend my best wishes to the organizers, filmmakers, participants, and audience for a successful and enriching Prakriti International Documentary Film Festival. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
धन्यवाद आदरणीय। आपके विचारों ने हमें नई ऊर्जा और नई दिशा प्रदान की। हम आपके प्रति हृदय से कृतज्ञ हैं। अब मैं प्रोफेसर नीलू रोहमेत्रा मैम, डीन रिसर्च स्टडीज़ से निवेदन करती हूँ कि वह धन्यवाद ज्ञापन हेतु मंच पर पधारें।
नमस्कार। ऑनरेबल श्री जस्टिस ताशी राबस्तान जी, फॉर्मर चीफ Justice of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Honorable Vice-Chancellor, University of Jammu, Professor Umesh Rai ji, Professor Parikshat Singh Manhas, Director, Consortium for Educational Communication, CEC, New Delhi, Joint Director, CEC, Shri Sunil Mehru ji, Deans, Rectors, Directors, HODs, faculty members, invited guests, distinguished alumni and colleagues from the civil society, district administration, police, scholars, students, media colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. I once again stand before you all today to formally thank varied quarters and personalities who have been associated with this mega event, the grand finale of International Documentary Film Festival, Prakriti, which is the 17th event in the series. In the first place, therefore, on behalf of University of Jammu, let me thank the Consortium for Educational Communication, New Delhi, for considering Jammu and in particular collaborating with the University of Jammu to host this important event. Ladies and gentlemen, as you shall appreciate that earlier 16 documentary film festivals have already been organized by CEC, and they have taken place across India in cities like Pune, Goa, Hyderabad, Mysore, Kolkata, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Madurai, Jodhpur and the like. The collaboration between Jammu University and the CEC, a national body mandated with the ICT-driven initiatives to reach out to the nook and corner of at the doorsteps to promote education, learning and empower the youth, has truly unfolded a new chapter for larger audience to consider the use of such platforms to seek horizons and benchmark beyond classroom interactions. The films that shall be screened over 2 days shall surely provoke to command concerns and stories of environment, sustainable development, human rights and Swachh Bharat, the identified themes of the 17th International Documentary Film Festival. Congratulations and thank you, Professor Umesh Raiji, the Honorable Vice-Chancellor of University of Jammu, for this collaboration, which has allowed to bring home several vistas in audiovisual format, sir, of short films to convey the message to the youth of the region to ponder and align with the Viksit Bharat vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. Thank you very much, sir. Grateful indeed to our distinguished alumni of University of Jammu, Honorable Shri Justice Tashi Rabstan ji, former Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest today and blessing us with his words of wisdom. Thank you, sir, for sparing your time and support always that you extend to our initiatives. Thanks are due to the young dynamic director of CEC, our colleague and alumni, Professor Parikshat Singh Manhas ji, for this opportunity to the students, the academicians and the civil society of the region to interact with the national and international community in filmmaking. Thank you, Professor Parikshat, for this occasion. We are equally thankful to the Joint Director, Shri Sunil Mehru, and the entire team of CEC officials, the technical staff and the experts for joining us in Jammu University for the event to make it a big success. Grateful to the delegates, the film directors, participating experts for joining for the event in Jammu University. Congratulations to all those who participated and sent their entries, and special word of thanks to those who are present here in person for screening of selected 8 documentaries, which all including the 2 pertaining to Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you, distinguished guests, friends, alumni, officials of UT administration, media colleagues, for your valuable presence. Thank you, colleagues from University of Jammu, faculty members, deans, HODs, rectors, directors, members of organizing committee, the members from the administration, volunteers, scholars, students, technical staff, and everyone associated with this event behind the scene as the backbone of the function. I close to extend our sincere gratitude to each and every soul who contributed to the success journey of University of Jammu in the past, today, and shall render support in future as well. We, the people of University of Jammu stand committed shoulder to shoulder to unfold, showcase and deliver towards the holistic development and futuristic orientation of our students. 17th Prakriti Mega Documentary Film Festival is one such platform we are showcasing in next 2 days in this direction. Enjoy everyone networking and learning through these 2 days. Thank you all for your participation and encouragement. Jammu University acknowledge your support. Keep visiting us to help us steer the agenda of serving the youth for preparing them for larger national contributions. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
धन्यवाद मैम। आज का ये आयोजन केवल एक कार्यक्रम नहीं, ये एक संकल्प है, एक विचार यात्रा है, एक उज्जवल, संवेदनशील और उत्तरदायी समाज की ओर बढ़ता कदम है। और अब कार्यक्रम के समापन से पूर्व हम सभी पुनः एक साथ खड़े होकर राष्ट्रगान प्रस्तुत करेंगे। कृपया अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं।
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा, जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय जय जय